Okay. And welcome everybody, all these brand new consultants. We're so excited to have you here. It is February 2nd, 2021. Not sure where January went, but we're already into February. It's good. And we are glad to have you with us today. I'm going to go ahead and start screen sharing. Oh, and Louise she'll be my co-presenter as well. And I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Patty Moserino. So I'm doing it like you're right next to me, Louise.
Right.
Because I see you right next to me. All right. Let me just screen
Let
share.
everybody know how long you've been in the business.
Yeah. How long?
You just said your name. You didn't say how long.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I think Leslie was like fairly like she was a couple days or a week, right, Leslie?
No, I meant you yourself.
Oh,
Patty.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, didn't you hear him, Louise?
I did. I heard
Maybe I should
everybody.
start this recording all over. Okay, it's okay. So yes, I'll be celebrating. I can't even believe it, just because we turned the new year. I'll be celebrating 31 years in the business in just a few months. So it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been forever, but I enjoy it. Obviously, it is my passion. I love it. I love people getting good, healthy meals on the table, and I love our products. So, and Louise, why don't you just tell them a little bit about you and how long you've been in the
I have been in the business for 16 years. October was 16, and I live in Houston. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we're glad you're here, Louise. Okay. So now I'll try doing this again, this screen share. Okay, here we go. All right. Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. All right, let me just, okay, so now we know where you're all from. If you want to type it in the chat anyway, it's great. You guys, what's kind of fun is that you are all in the same place. So, and you're all actually part of the same organization, which is kind of fun. So maybe you guys can get to know each other because you're going to be going through kind of the same things because you're just going to be starting your business. So we're pretty excited for you. And we know who your director recruiter is. So I don't know why it's not letting me. Is it not letting me go to the next? Hold on here. Okay. All right. Enriching lives, one meal and one memory at a time. I love that. That is our logo. I mean, our
Mission statement.
Mission statement. I was going to say that's our statement, but it is our mission statement. And yeah, it's a great mission statement. It covers a lot of things. So, okay. So, Louise, these don't have number. Do you want me to just go to this one? I'll cover this one.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can do it or I can do it.
Okay.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
All right. Okay, so we're going to talk about discovering your why. It's important to have a clear why so you can focus on your ultimate goal when things are going well, and so you can stay motivated when the journey becomes challenging. So take a moment to reflect so that you can uncover a why that will help you celebrate your wins and encourage you through your setbacks. You always want to know what and why you are working, like what motivates you. Why did you sign up in the first place? So put in the chat some ideas of why did you decide to put on the apron, so to speak, get your Pampered Chef business started. And you'll notice that over the years, your why will change. So my why from when I started 16 years ago is completely, totally different than my why now. And that just makes sense. You know what I mean? So, did y'all put anything in the chat? Like, why did y'all start? I would like to know.
Or if you're unmuted, just say it. You
Or
could
just say it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, just yell it out since it's just a small group.
Oh,
So
wait.
that I can retire
Good one. Love it.
and travel.
Oh, got it. Yes, traveling is good. Polly, why did you resign?
Well, I'm not working right now, and I love the products, and I love to cook, and I'm entertaining a lot because we built a beach house in Crystal Beach, so this is where I'm living, and I've got a lot of new friends, and I want to share everything with them. And I thought I keep getting Martha's emails all the time, so I thought, okay, I'm going to do it.
Good.
Absolutely.
Olga?
Free products and discounted products because I'm obsessed with Pampered Chef. So
that's awesome.
Yep. Gotta get all that free. Cecilia?
kind of on a whim, but I have been wanting to do something. I'm a homeschool mom. And so I wanted to do something a little bit different for me and to kind of help people be healthy and help them learn how to do things in a more healthy way, because I've had some ailments and illnesses, and I've been able to use food or a different eating style to heal parts of my body that have been having problems. So
That's awesome. If
that's
you
a
can
long
do
one, isn't it?
food versus, drugs or whatever, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
We have a new person too,
Oh, we
Lori.
do?
Oh, and Kimmy's here. So Lori, I don't know, you're unmuted, Lori. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from, and maybe how long you've been in the business?
Hi, my name is Lori Dunn. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I've actually been in direct sales of some sort ever since my mid-20s. Started with home interior, if you guys
Wow.
remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Been a customer of Pamper Chef since about that same time because I was a young mom and had my own house and that sort of thing. And so I couldn't really afford to buy products. So I just started hosting parties all the time. And then eventually I'm like, I just want the discounts, and at some point, some direct sales will only give those who host parties certain products and that sort of thing. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it and start selling things and make some extra money on the side while I was going to college, plus being a full-time mom and a wife and managing a home. So with Pamper Chef, long story short, I sold it pre-pandemic for, I'd say a little over a year and a half, maybe closer to 2 years. Took a break for about 2 years, and then I just decided to rejoin since I have a ton of product, and most of pretty much 100% of parties are now online. So I felt like, okay, let me just go ahead and give this another try, and just take it for a whirl. And I work full time. I'm also a Grammy of one, a new Grammy. So I'm always busy. I'm always doing something. That's something you'll find by me. They're like, Lori, how do you have so much time? I don't know. I just lose sleep,
Overrated.
Yes.
It is over.
There you go.
Great. And then Kimmy, you want to unmute and share why you signed? What's your why? What's motivating you?
Sure. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, I was an ex-Pamper Chef consultant. I started when my son was 2.5, and I was for about 5 years. I grew a director team, and then I went back to corporate America, earned a trip with Pamper Chef, and I lost my job in the travel industry in August. So I haven't been in for about 6 years now. And my why really is income, financial, and also I just needed something for me. It was actually my husband this time that I was looking at other companies to possibly start direct selling again. And I thought about doing something different. And it was actually my husband that said, you really love Pampered Chef and you're so happy when you're doing it. So don't start over from scratch, just do that again. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what else I have to say. And he allowed me to get the ultimate kit so I could get the new air fryer.
Wow,
Yay.
So I was like, okay, great. Thank you for the stimulus check. I appreciate that. And I got back into it. And I'm in my first 30 days again. I will hit my 30 days on 2/11.
And she's earning all the things too. She's
I am.
grabbing the carrots too.
Yes, I'm all about the extras. So I just
Yeah.
got my blender today. I'm so
Yay.
excited.
That's awesome. Yay.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you
I
for
love that
sharing,
story.
you guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
besides just knowing your why in your head, it's also good and important if you put that somewhere. So like I made and Kimmy did this as well, make yourself a motivational board, an inspiration board, and put it up in your office if you have an office, or just put it on a sticky note, to keep you motivated and driven. Put it on your computer, put it on your refrigerator, wherever, on your mirror in your bathroom. So you see your why, so you'll remember why you decided to start this business. All right, Patty, we can
Yay.
go
Okay.
on to the next
Hold
little
on.
screen.
Hold on.
Oh, wait, I can do it myself. What am I saying? Right?
No, you
No, I
can't.
can't. Okay.
And I don't know why it's not going. So, oh, there we go.
Okay.
No, delayed.
All right. So there, as we heard, there are lots of reasons why people join Pampered Chef, and it could be as simple as just wanting to have a little extra money for your caffeine fix. You're a coffee person and you want to be able to have a little extra money to get your coffee, or you want a little extra money to go out to eat lunch with your friends, or buy those shoes or whatever, just fun money. Or perhaps you need to get your bills paid. You know, you want to pay your light bill or your mortgage, or maybe you have student loans or student debt that you want to get pay down. Or maybe you're thinking even bigger. Maybe you're thinking that you need a new vehicle, you need to put a down payment, you want to move into a different home, you need a down payment. Maybe you just want to work for yourself. You're tired of working for the man and you want to work for yourself. You want to be your own man, your own hours, work when you want to work, as much or as little, it's all up to you. So those are some reasons why you might have started Pampered Chef. Perhaps travel is in your future. That's what you aspire to do, is to be able to travel. Well, actually, we would all like to travel right now, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So actually with Pampered Chef, you can earn a free trip every year, travel for free with PC. So I'm not sure if y'all have seen all of the information about this, but you can actually earn an incentive trip every single year. There's 2 levels. So the one we're working on now is level 1 is to Grapevine, Texas. Level 2 is to Puerto Rico, and you have 1 full year. So you guys are joining right at the beginning of the year. So you have a whole full year to earn that.
Nice.
Yes.
Yay.
All
Oh,
right.
here it is. Now it's coming.
Yeah, it's down there. Okay, cool.
I know. I don't
see
know
it
why
now.
it wasn't coming up before. Okay.
All right. And is this still me? Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So let's dream a little bit. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you like your Pampered Chef business to look like? There is nothing wrong with dreaming, and dream big. Sky's the limit. So just think like, what would you want? Is there a certain dollar amount you're trying to achieve each month as your commission check? Is there a certain level in Pampered Chef, meaning do you want to be a senior consultant, a team leader, a director? Like, is that what you're going for? So just take a second to just dream and how you would imagine your business to look if you knew you could never fail.
What would that look like? Does anybody have any idea what that could look like potentially?
My
Have you
dream
thought
is to
of
make $1,000 a week.
Oh,
Yay,
nice.
Kimmy. $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Income?
Girl,
Yep. That's
Good dream. I'm liking your dream.
that's a great dream. And as long as you created that board,
Yes,
Kimmy, that's
did.
good. It'll manifest itself. That's all I'm telling you.
And I learned something new for goal setting, like use Post-its and I stack them on top of each other. And so every time I submit a show, I get to peel a Post-it off. And then when I hit the different tracks or the gifts, I peel a Post-it off. And I got one for recruiting set up too. I haven't been able to peel that post off, but then I'm posting it in my story. So people are like cheerleading me on. It's really cool.
Very cool.
Nice.
Love it. I love that
Yeah.
Post-it note way of doing it. So then you can, okay, you've achieved that, pull it off, next one. Love it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love that.
Yep.
I love that a lot, Kimmy.
Does
That's
anybody else want to share
anybody,
what
yeah.
their business would be like if they couldn't fail?
I would like to make an income out of it instead of just getting like free stuff and discounted stuff. I would like to
Great
get
goal.
up there.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you have a goal in mind in your head, what you want to earn each month as an income?
I don't have a goal, but
All
I
right.
could set
Well,
one now. $500.
maybe
would
after
be
the
nice.
maybe after the next slide and you see the
Yeah.
next slide, then maybe
Hold
you
on.
have a goal.
Crazy
Okay.
thing. Okay.
Mhm.
I would like to send my daughter to A&M.
Oh,
And-
nice.
Oh,
For her not
all
to
right.
worry about any books or, dorm or anything. That's pretty much
That would
what
be
I want.
awesome. So I know for me, this business started out paying grade school tuition. My kids were just starting kindergarten. That was it. We needed a little financial help with a car payment and a tuition payment. And I will say this. So, and I think the goal setting thing is in here. Is that right, Louise? Is the goal setting thing in here, or is it next week?
SMART goals are in here. coming
Okay,
up.
good. Okay. All right. But I will say that it's kind of like, okay, we'll talk about it when we get to SMART goals then. But we'll do this.
Okay.
Do you want a successful business? I mean, if you could honestly say that to yourself, you're going to keep, you have to keep the focus on whatever it is your goal is. You're going to start with 4 shows a week, especially that every single one of you are in what we call our, our 90-day program. So it's our,
Fast track.
Louise, what is the matter with me tonight? I'm
You
just
need some
telling-
coffee. You need coffee.
Fast track. I know I've been a little sidetracked today, but yes. So it is our fast track program. And if you're going to work hard, you may as work hard right now to achieve all of those small little goals. And along the way, you're going to earn some money. So you're going to start with 4 shows. You're going to do a launch show and you're going to start with 4 shows a week. That's what you want to do. And 4 shows, if you repeat after me, I'm telling you, Louise and I have been doing this for a long time. Some of you are rejoining us and you know how successful shows start. Well, shows equal more shows. Without shows, you have no future business. So no matter what, 4 shows a week will grow your business. Okay. And you can hold, that's a minimum. But you're going to have to book 6. So just think about it. It's a numbers game. So let's take a look at the numbers. 4 average shows at $400. So you're doing 4 shows a week and just on average, they're $400. That equals $1,600 in sales a week. So what does that equate to in commissionable sales? It equates to $6,400 in sales a month, which equals $2,500, 25% commit at 25% commission. It's $1,600. How many of you could really use a $1,600 check? So
Me.
just think, our deposit is coming up again. So like the 7th of the month, think of it next month in March, you could have 1,600. Okay. But I want you to think about this. What if you did 6 to 8 shows a week? You could double that 1,600. Just saying. Okay. So if you did 8 a week, which is obviously 32 at 1,600, that's a $3,200 commission check. Now think about what you thought about the 1,600 and double that and go, ooh, I could really use that kind of money. But on top of that, you're earning product as well. So just imagine that. That's why, you're on this call tonight and we want you to think goal. What is it that I need for my business? What is it that I need to earn? And put a dollar amount by it. Okay.
Also, just let me just say the show average, the company show average
Oh,
for
yeah.
a virtual party is actually $500. But we just used the $400 for that, but it is actually $500. And just think if you had, an $800 show, $1,000 show, you know what I mean? And
Oh,
if you
yeah. I mean,
had 4 of those scheduled in a week.
right. We're going with 400, which is below the minimum, but just
Mhm.
imagine if you did a higher show average. Okay.
Oh.
And, okay, let's just talk about SMART goals here.
Yeah.
So what is a SMART goal? It's S, being very specific. Like, what are you targeting? So being specific, like I said before, like for me, I knew I needed $750. It was important that I needed $750. And at the time when I started, we were we didn't have virtual, we didn't have internet at all. So, we were going out and doing shows, but somebody said that you make on average $100 a night. That was 30 years ago. Obviously show averages have gone up and obviously our paychecks have, your commission checks will go up, but that $750 to me was going to help me cover my tuition and a car payment. So if somebody told me that I needed, every time that I was going to go out and do a show, I was going to make about $100. I was like, okay, I need to do 8 shows a month. So that equated to me to 2 shows a week, which now virtually you're looking at about 4. But I want you to think about this. You are in a business where the sky is the limit. Okay. In a corporate world, you're never going to make more than your boss. Okay. You are never going to make more than your boss. You're going to be capped at somewhere. You know, you're not going to make more than the person above you than the person above them. But in this business, the harder you work, the more money you can make. So that's why we want you to really start thinking, what do I want to make? Because people make an awful lot of money in this business. Lots of people are making 6-figure incomes. So when you think that you can't, you're not going to. But when you think that you can, you're like, oh my gosh, I know I can. So what are you targeting? You know, when you decide you're going to go on vacation, you probably put more thought process into a vacation. Like you're going on a vacation and you're like, okay, are we going to drive or are we going to fly? Where are we going to go? Where are we going to stop? What hotel are we going to stay at? How much money do we have to spend? What does our budget look like? You know, what are we going to be doing? How much do I allot for food? What are you going to be doing for entertainment? So you're figuring all that out. That is exactly what you want to do in this business. You want to pretend like, oh my gosh, I've really got to figure that out. What is it that I need to do? Okay. And then you want it to be measurable. So how many, like I said, how many shows do I want to do every single week? And if I want to grow my business, do I want to be a director? You have an opportunity to make extra money by, you know, encouraging other people to join you in your business. So what are your sales going to look like? And by recruiting 5 team members, you are going to promote to a director. So you're going to earn even more income then. So you're going to have to look at how am I going to measure this? And then what are the action steps that you're going to take to achieve this goal? So it's okay to say, you know, I'm dreaming big, you know, I want to earn, you know, $500 a month. It is great, but when you don't put any action behind it and create some habits, you're not going to get anywhere. It's not going to just come out of nowhere. So you want to say, what do I need to do that? How many people do I need to contact in order for me to get shows on my calendar? And what does my follow-up look like? You know, how many parties should I have a week? And how many new consultants can I sign? So what is it that I'm going to be doing on a daily basis? What kind of habits am I going to start creating to give me whatever goals that I need? And then relevant is, how is this goal relevant to you? How will this goal support my why? Okay, so what is it going to do? How is it going to helpfully financially, you know, help your family? Is it going to be, you know, somebody's talked about going back to school, you know, what is it how is this going to help your why? And, you know, for you yourself, how is that going to help you? And probably your family. Okay, and then time bound. By when do I want to achieve this goal? Well, the first goal is already set up for you. So it's your 30, 60, and 90-day dates. You know, they have things set up for you because, you know, you're starting out. And I don't think did anybody start in February, or is everybody a January start?
January.
Everybody's January?
January 31st.
Okay, no, that's all good. Yeah, because there was different promotions. So absolutely. So I'm not sure exactly, what is this? January 3rd, so February, March, April. So you're looking at probably April or May for your 90-day goal. So you want to keep that in front of you all the time. And make sure that you're doing something every single day to move you forward in your goal. Okay, so that's going to be time bound. So that's what goal setting is looking like. Does anybody have any questions on this? I kind of go through this, but I'm going to tell you, this is not just something for this Pampered Chef business. It is something for your life. You know, a lot of people, you know, right now when I started, it was for a car payment and a tuition payment, and it helped me, you know, my goals changed. Like Louise said, your goals change. Well, now I'm at a point, I've been doing this business over 30 years. And like, you know, I mean, not that I'm retiring anytime soon, but it's probably, don't worry, you won't get rid of me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just telling you. But, you know, I look at it now and I'm like, I want to make sure. And it was even before now that, you know, if I do decide to retire, what is my retirement going to look like? So where am I putting my money then? You know, so always, always, always have a goal. Always. Anybody else? Does anybody have any questions regarding this? this is one of the most important pieces that you're going to walk away from tonight.
I just want to mention real fast, since everybody signed in January, the blender should be your first goal for your first 30 days.
Thank you,
So
Louise.
everybody here in this call has the opportunity to earn a deluxe cooking blender for free in your first 30 days. So that's huge. That should be that first sticky note on your inspiration board.
Right.
Earn the blender,
That's right.
30 days.
30
Make
days.
sure, focus on that. And then, focus the next goal after that. And by the way, I know we're going to talk, we'll get to that later. Never mind. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I think I started to think about that when I started to say who's in there, who's in, who
Yeah.
started in January. And then, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, drop the ball. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. So we're going to put a big blender on that very first one that says when you do your $500 in sales, you are going to make your, but it's $500 in sales. Because obviously if you're doing $500 in your first 30 days, you're going to get this along with the blender. So you are going to get that amazing ceramic egg cooker that if you don't have one, everybody should have one or two. It is great for obviously eggs. You can make that one single mug cake in there. You can do broccoli and steam it and put it in the microwave with one ice cube. It works perfect. And of course, our silicone spatula is another, just an amazing product as well. And $12.50, when you reach the $12.50, you are going to get our nonstick. It's the 8-inch, right, Louise? Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
The 8-inch saute pan in your first 90 days. So once you do the $12.50, so that'll be your next goal. So if you're looking at that very first goal, remember, if it's $500, how many shows could that be? I mean, that could be one show, right?
Mhm.
Could that be one show?
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, let me go to the next one here. So then the nonstick pan. So you're getting plus you are absolutely making money along the way with all of these. And then when your sales reach $2,500 in sales, one of my favorite pan pieces is the stainless nonstick. And you're going to be able to get one of those as well. So that's good to have at home and be cooking on it. And the more product you have, the more you're going to talk about it. And then of course, our last and final goal is $5,000 in sales in your first 90 days. And you are going to get entire knife block set.
That's
Which
what
is
I
great.
want.
There you go.
That's my goal too.
There you go. Now, Kimmy,
Gotta
come
have
back.
goals.
Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I said that's my goal too.
Yeah.
I need the new set of knives. I have
There
the
you
old
go. I know. But Kimmy, tell us where you are so far. This girl is motivated. I'm going to tell you.
I'm at 3,200
Oh,
and
wow.
I signed on the 4th, so I've got to step 3. Thank you.
Yay.
And
Congrats.
thank you so much. Yeah, I just did exactly what Louise told me. She said, do 4 shows out the gate. And I did.
There you
And
go.
they all made, I was surprised, but I just did the duplicatable process and I did the same thing on every one of them.
There you
So
go.
I had a
Right.
$1,200 party and I had a $206 party. So it just
Yeah.
all depends on your audience.
That's right. That's why they call it a show average.
Exactly.
That is exactly why you call it a show average. So absolutely. If this motivates you, then obviously besides the money that you're going to
Oh
get.
yeah,
on the side of
that
it.
was great. When I looked at the commission when it updated, I was like, oh, thank you. Okay, that's amazing.
That
So
is amazing. So
yeah.
your husband did a good thing by telling
he
you.
did. He did.
He's
And I
trying
got my
to-
air fryer before anybody else too. So I was happy with that.
Good for you, Kimmy. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, earn free products. Enhance your kit by earning these popular products. All
I
right.
wonder why that showed up so late.
No, because that's the way I have it, Louise. It
Oh.
actually is like I don't know. I forgot what the heck you call that. It's like a setting in there. It's like an effect.
Okay.
I should have pressed it twice. Yeah. Okay. So benefits beyond the kit. So we talked about, because you love something so much and, don't treat recruiting do treat recruiting like another product. If you love this, then you share it. I don't know. Because it's like if you have a favorite product, if it's your if it's your air fryer, if it's your manual food processor, no matter what it is, you want to share it just like that because you're doing so much. Give people the opportunity to be able to join you on this journey as well. And if you do that, you are going to earn $100 cash for each new team member that you add in your first 90 days. So who likes more money? Anybody want more money? I'm
Yep.
just saying, if you like more money, then if you recruit any team member, so if you did 10 and they did 1250 in sales, you are going to earn an extra $1,000 in cash. So that's a big word there, cash. Plus, you're also going to get 50 Pampered Chef dollars to spend on anything. $50 like that you can earn for catalogs and maybe national conference and products and all of that. So it is amazing. This is
Can you use PC dollars on kit enhancement, or does that have to be out of pocket?
I actually
No, you can.
yeah,
Okay.
for kid enhancement, yeah.
Nice.
So, Olga
What-
had a question earlier today on the Pampered Chef dollars. So the Pampered Chef dollars are it's not real money, but you can spend it like money on things like Patty just said. Any of your supplies, you need new catalogs, or you want to buy under the supply order, or any of the 50% off for the new products, the samples that we're selling ahead of time, you can use your Pampered Chef dollars on those. You cannot use it on like orders that will count towards your commissionable sales. These are all non-commissionable sale things.
Exactly.
And also the way you earn them is like by adding team members, and then when they qualify, you get Pampered Chef dollars. Sometimes they offer us extra Pampered Chef dollars.
Yeah, for different incentives for the
Yeah.
month. So always be on the lookout for that. But it's kind of like, it's not a real bank, but in your account, in your Pampered Chef account, there is a Pampered Chef dollar bank. So
You can go look how much you have in there.
that's right. It's money. Well, that kind of money. So this is the beginning of anything you want. So let me just take this home and we'll just say, I'm just going to say this. Can you see more cash here? Can you see $500 and $1,000? Okay. So when you promote to director in your first 90 days, okay, so 90 days, or whatever that is, and it looks like most of you might be May. I could be wrong. Lori, when was Lori's start? Did she tell us?
January 31st.
Oh, January 31st. Okay, good. Okay, so you're about the same. And Lori,
Yeah.
just out of curiosity, who's your recruiter or director?
Stacy Jones recruited me.
Okay. And her upline, do you know?
I do not.
Okay. All right. I just think are you on East Coast?
You might as well say I'm more central Indiana.
Oh gosh, you're like right next door. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I was East Coast, like at the beach.
Yeah.
Gold. Gold.
Yeah, there you go. There's your goal. There's your first goal. Yeah, there you go.
I'm sitting here thinking, turning back to goals. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna set myself a goal to make $1,000 a month and see if I can put a down payment on my vacation condo after all. So why not?
There
Right?
you go.
Girl, I
Goal.
like that. All
Yeah.
right. So yeah, your first 500 comes in when you promote to director in 90 days. And then when you're paid as a director for 3 months, you'll earn an extra $500. Hopefully you're counting along with me. And then when you promote to an advanced director, which means you have a director that is promoted, one of your consultants, one of your recruits promotes to director. That's what an advanced director is. You earn $1,000. And then when you are paid as an advanced director for the next 3 months, you get another 1,000. So if you were counting along, if you count along, well, tell me how much money could that be? Who knows?
3,000.
Yay, $3,000. Oh, and it says 3,000 there. You guys, you don't need to be counting on your fingers and your toes. Anyway, yeah, so we talked about the $100 cash. As a leader, you're going to get to grow your business. You're going to get even more to grow your business. You have a chance to earn. Oh, do we do this here, Louise, with the sample products? So new sample products are here. So if you are a director, you get, you have the ability to earn some of the new season sample products before anyone else. You have access to monthly webinars, which is coming up for tomorrow, and that's just for leaders. You have a dedicated Facebook group, just like you have a dedicated Facebook group for new consultants. Are you all in that? Are
I
you
think
all in
so.
the new Facebook group? Okay, it
Just
should have been
do.
in your email. So there is a new consultant Facebook group just for new consultants. And then they have, we have meeting planners that you have access to, and you have exclusive recognition. So at Pampered Chef, we are cheering you on because we want to make this business your own, and our number one priority is your success. So we want to celebrate and reward you when you hit major milestones. Isn't that exciting? Okay, so Louise.
Okay, so where do you start? You just saw all of the great rewards and fast track rewards you can earn in your first 30 and 90 days. Where do you start? How do you begin? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You just have to do it. Pick your foot up, walk forward, and go. And this is your launch list. So if you've done any of the Dash training, this is in your Dash training. You can print these out as well, and you can use them, or you can just use a spiral notebook. So when you're thinking about who am I going to contact about this business, who am I going to share this, that I'm now a Pampered Chef consultant, this is how you're going to start. You're going to think of your first 5 friends that pop into your head, and you're going to jot them down either on this or in your notebook. You're going to think of the first 5 people that pop in your head that are your neighbors, current neighbors or old neighbors. You're going to think of 5 relatives that you can write down. Your coworkers you work with now or past coworkers. If you do a holiday greeting card list, which I still do, think of those people. Who's on your holiday greeting card list, or who sends you one, but you never send them one because you forget. Put them on your list. Your digital contacts, who is on your Facebook or in your Instagram, or who do you follow here and there? Think of all of those people. Your community connections. Do you shop at the same grocery store week after week? Do you see the same checkout person week after week? Let her know. What about your nail salon lady, your hairdresser, your mail carrier? Let all those people know. Right? 5 names down. Your phone favorites. Who are you always texting or always calling? Right? This is a category you might not have thought of. Your friends' parents. So yes, you're going to jot your friends down, but heck, they have family members, right? It doesn't have to be their parents. It could be their sister, their aunt, those kind of things. And then your favorite foodies. We all have those friends that post food all day long, all the time. Those would be great people because obviously they like to eat, right? So those will be perfect people. But when you think of these lists, also like expand the list. So when you think of your relatives, okay, first persons that would pop into your head might be your sister, your aunt, and your mom, right? Those might be the first 3. Well, think bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like think of like your sister's mother-in-law's sister. You know what I mean? Like think bigger, like who. So that's how you're gonna expand upon your launch list. And of course, when you hold your launch party, you're going to be inviting all those people on Facebook, but a lot of these people aren't on Facebook. So that's when you need to like reach out to them, which we'll talk about a little bit later in a personal message. So has everybody seen this in the Dash training yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So there is the welcome in the Dash and then the getting started, and it should be in the getting started.
Where do you download the list at, Louise?
Well, I'm not very techy and I can't tell you that on the top of my head.
Okay. I'll just search it.
I got to search it. Yes.
Okay. So search it in Dash and it should come up.
Yes. I think there is a list of
Yeah, it'll come. I think it's in the resources.
yes, it's called the resources.
It is in the
yeah.
resources here. You know
Yeah.
what? I mean, I could even. All right.
I'll look it up. If you find it for me, let me know.
Yeah. And I also wanted to mention with this launch list, so if you're just using a spiral notebook, which is what I tend to do, like when I'm going to do my reach outs, then once I text people, and then once you get a response, I use different colored highlighters to highlight, and like if they responded back, I highlight them. If they said they would like to host a party, then they get, I put another color on top of that. And then if I didn't hear from them at all, then I'll just put like a little line by them. So I know, okay, people get busy and they might not respond to you right away. So then I can go back and follow up with them, you know, hey there kind of thing. Did you see that I sent you a text message? Why aren't you responding to me? Text me back. Just kidding.
She's just kidding. She's really not
Just
like
kidding.
that.
Just kidding. Not really. I'm serious. Next. Next screen, Patty.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't go sometimes. Just doesn't go.
All right. Is this me or you?
Let me see what the next screen is.
I can't
Why
remember.
are her names not on here?
I don't know. I didn't erase them.
I think you did.
I didn't. Promise.
Okay. Do you want it?
Yep. I can do
Okay.
it.
All
All
right.
right.
Just take it.
8 contacts a day will pave the way. 4 is good. 6 is better. 8 will make you great. And 10 for the win. Yes, we came up with that last week, I think, or a couple weeks ago. Anyway, and when we mean contacts, we mean having a two-way contact. So you can reach out to get a two-way contact with 4 people. You might have to reach out to like 40 people or more. You got to reach out to a lot of people, but keep reaching out by text messages, by messenger. You don't want to just ever just put it out there in Facebook land. Who wants to host a party? You know what I mean? Because it just falls on deaf ears. Nobody really will respond unless you're offering an incentive like I did. And then I got a lot of people. But we all get this exact same 365 days. The only difference is what you do with them. You have to be intentional. You have to work your business every day. You can't just think, oh, people are, and I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. People are going to now start flocking to me. It doesn't work that way. You have to do a little bit of the work. So you've got your launch list. So now you can start making those contacts. We don't expect you to make, fill out your launch list and then contact everybody all at once. So go through your list a little at a time. Try to do, 8 a day.
Is it going? No. Okay.
All right, so when you reach out to your potential hosts virtually, you can just say, hey, Mary, I don't know if you saw, but I started doing Pampered Chef because I absolutely love the products, or whatever you want to say, or because I'm super excited about bringing families back together for dinner, or because I'm really into easy weeknight meals, whatever you want to say. I am looking for friends who can help me by doing a fun virtual party starting on February 7th or February 14th. I set it all up and you invite your friends. It's an easy way for you to get some great products for free and discounted. And I really appreciate your help getting my business started. What do you say? Always give them the first 2 dates of the week that you want filled. I start all my parties on a Sunday. So I always give my very first Sundays, the first 2 Sundays, the options. Don't ever just say, do you want to have a party, and leave it open-ended like that. If you give them the dates, it's easier for people to make a decision, yes or no, or if those will work for them or whatever. If you just say, will you host a party for me? It's too open-ended. They need to have something that they can actually like pick a date. Also, when you're reaching out in the beginning, you are asking people to help you get started. But later on, once you've got the business going, you don't want to say to somebody, will you have a party for me? It's really for them. It's for them to get the products for free, and the products for half price, and the products for 60% off. But now in the beginning, really it is to help you get started in your business. So it's okay to say that in the beginning. All right, next one.
Why don't you just go?
All right. So this is a cute little graphic that you can put out there in social media, just letting people that know that you are now a Pampered Chef consultant, asking them to help you launch your business. And then this is a little message that you can copy and paste to send to at least 15 to 20 people, either messenger or text message. I copy and paste all the time. Like I copy and paste all my parties. I copy and paste in text message. And when I send a message to potential hosts, you don't have to like keep typing it all out. Just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So this one says, "Hi, I'm now a Pampered Chef consultant. I'm very excited. I'm setting up my first round of virtual parties and would love to include you as one of my hosts. What does it take, you might ask? Very simple. Just say yes, and then I'll do the rest. I'll have a couple of quick tasks for you each day, no more than 5 minutes. At the end of the week, you'll have a nice shopping spree and you'll be helping me launch my business too. I think you'll love the party experience as well. You'll learn lots and your friends will really enjoy it. What do you think? Can I count on you? Can I count you in? I have February 7th or February 14th available. Which date works best for you?" Also, you don't want to be too wordy. You don't want to say, you can get this and you can get that and you can get this, because the more wordy you get, people glaze over and they won't actually read it. Once somebody says, well, what do I have to do? What does that mean? Like, how much work is it going to take? Then you can give them a little bit more information. Well, what do I get as a host? Then you can give them a little bit more information about you're going to earn free and half price and 60% off. But you don't want to send this like great big giant thing that's that long because nobody will read it. All right.
Why don't you just go? Okay. Should I take this?
Sure.
Okay. So, wait, hold on here. What is host coaching? Supporting your host before, during, and after the party. The host plays one of the most important roles in having an engaging and fun party. Host coaching will set them up for success. Why is it important? When host coaching is done effectively, you will see better attendance, a better experience for guests, and a more compelling story to share the business opportunity. So it is, she is the liaison between you and all those guests there. So how you would do it, like if you had a regular home show. So if your host is not connected and doesn't want anything out of it, it's kind of like standing on the lawn outside the house as opposed to being in the house, because where the host goes, so goes the show. So it's really important that you keep in contact with her, find out what she wants as part of her wish list. And she's got to be interactive in the show as well. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on that?
I do. I
Oh.
was going to see what everyone does if you don't have any participation going. Do you go through because what I was finding with one that didn't have a lot of activity is messaging people individually. Like sometimes it goes to their junk folder because you're not their friend.
Right.
So I just wanted to kind of get some other ideas, as if we're not getting any traction, what else we could do. I learned from Louise just recently, you can tag the whole group with the party name. So that was good, but just wanted to pick anyone else's brain on anything else to get them to answer or to make sure they're seeing what you're doing,
Yeah.
I have my host tag. I'll say, okay, I just posted about the manual food chopper. Why don't you go tag 1 or 2 people in that post as well? And then say something like, hey, whoever they tag, I think you'd like this or something, or check this out, that kind of.
Yeah, you know what? Lisa Ford had a great post. I don't even know where the heck. I'll have to look for that post. I'll ask her for it. It told people to say what time it was. Do you remember that, Louise?
Yeah, I
What
have that.
time?
I created my own in Canva.
Okay.
Yes. And
Yeah.
can I share it?
It's
too hard. It'll be too
What
quick.
what do you
Basically,
mean?
what I did was in Canva, or you can just Google search clocks and just put a clock image in the, or you could just do a GIF of a clock. But I went in Canva and created like a image, a graphic of a bunch of different clocks. Anyway, it says, whenever, comment below what time you see this. It will help the party's algorithm. I said why I wanted them to do it. It'll help the party's algorithms and more people will start seeing posts. So post below as soon as you see this. And people did it even days later. So, because you just need people to comment just to get the
Because
algorithm
that's
going.
where it's at the beginning when they click join, and then they have to start commenting so that we'll start showing up in their feed, right?
The more they comment in the beginning, then the more the algorithms will pick it up, and then the more people are going to see it in the party. So in one of the posts in the beginning of your party should always be asking a question so that it'll get people to answer. So the easiest question is just, that Pampered
Familiarity
Chef.
with
Love
Pampered
it,
Chef.
hate it,
Yeah.
not hate it, but
Yeah. Do
I
you
love
love it?
One, I love Pampered Chef. 2, Pampered what? Never heard of it. 3, I've heard of it, but don't have any products. And number 4, I've hosted a party. That one always seems to get a lot of response because all they have to do is put number 1 or number 2 or number, you know what I mean? And then you can elaborate, have a conversation that way to get them to comment more.
Okay.
And something else that you could do is, I know it's on the engagement post, but you get people to message you. So if it's like a game and then you get them to message you. Do you do that? I'm sure you do that, Louise.
Well, yeah, because they have to message me with their numbers that they get, and then they have to message, and then they message me. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole reason why I do the whole numbers thing, is so they have to message me with their numbers.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and I do that too. And then that's when I start friending them all. Like that, because I'm messaging the people that had orders for their Keno numbers. And so is that what you're talking about, Louise, for their numbers?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
have them message me with their numbers because then I can ask them, whatever, start a conversation and then ask them about hosting a party right then. And then if they tell me no, then I say, well, think about it and let me know at the end of the party if you change your mind.
Gotcha. So you always give them the opportunity.
Yeah, I don't
Leave it
friend
open.
request them though, unless they said yes or maybe. Like if they told me no, I don't want to be friends with them.
Well, I friend request them because I put on my party. I was like, I've sent you a message and a friend request because I need to get your Keno number. So make sure you check your other box. And as soon as I did that, like I had a whole bunch of people accept my friend request. Like,
Okay, well, do you want to have all of them as friends? All these
Well,
random strangers?
I mean, probably not.
No. Why don't you have them message you instead of you
Okay.
message them? Just tell them to message you. Say, hey, if you want to get on this fun game and a chance to win a prize, then message me with your numbers.
Okay. And if they don't see it?
No, they're messaging you.
I know, but if they don't see the post in the
Oh,
group.
text them.
Okay. I
Yeah.
like that idea.
Text them to message you. Just kidding.
Because I have their number after they place an order.
There you go. Just saying.
I just wanted some different views from it because I was, I did the same thing on all of the parties, but just different outcomes. So but yeah, host participation is where it's at. Like that's.
Yeah.
Well,
that was the
today,
difference.
on some of my parties today, it's the how do you know the host post, and on a couple of them, nobody had posted about how they know the host. So this evening, I went back to that post and I said, hey guys, I would really love it if somebody would answer how you know our amazing host, blah, blah, for 2 reasons. 1, because I would really like to know how you know our amazing host, blah, blah. And 2, because it'll actually help the party, the Facebook algorithms. Don't ask me what those are, but I know it'll work.
There you go. Isn't that funny? And then there is
People
another
started
post.
commenting.
Yeah, that's funny. So there is another post, isn't there? Like anybody in there, anybody out there? There's like
Yes.
there's all kinds of fun posts that you could put out there, and then
Okay.
usually they laugh at that one. So.
Yeah. Anybody there? You.
Anybody
But
there?
the name of the game is to get them to message you or
Yeah.
to comment in there so it helps the algorithm.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
got
and
it.
one thing, this is
Oh,
Lori,
crap.
one thing that I've learned along the way from other folks in the sales game is they actually do some more host coaching where they ask their hosts to reach out to Pacific friends that know that they will be very involved in the party and ask them to just comment on whatever's being posted that day.
That's a-
Along the same way, like I would always have like my son-in-law, because he's a male and women tend to like male point of views. So I ask him to go into the party and comment. He may not always be buying something, and I might offer to give him a nice little gift, for his time. Not always, but I'll give him, I'll bribe him sometimes. But also I ask the host during my coaching and ask her, make sure you're commenting. And then like you guys said, tag different people. And then you even take the time to go tag people as you've seen them comment in other posts.
Okay. That's a
Another
good
thing
idea.
is, also when they message me back, if they have been active in the party and commenting, then I'll thank them. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for
Yep.
all your commenting during the party. Keep it up because it really helps
Definitely.
your host. So yeah.
And I just I asked my host during phone or the coaching to post something at least once a day, and I might send them those different ideas of what to post. Whether it's, hey guys, what's your favorite item? Post a picture and tell us why. So you're not just always posting those pre-made images, so that people can see that the host is really engaged.
Yes, good point. That's all part of host coaching. Yes.
Very good. Okay. A host who feels insecure of what to do is much more likely to cancel. So you want to keep people in the loop. You want to let them know, here's what we're going to do. It takes just as much time to do a little show as it does a big show. So every host wants to be successful, but doesn't know the fine points of having a successful show. But you would be the expert. A host who feels unsure of what to do is much more likely to cancel. A host who feels successful will tell her friends how easy it was to host and encourage future bookings. Host coaching is simply a collaboration between you and your host. Your host is counting on you to help them have a successful show. This is your host's only shot for a while to get as many free products as possible. It's not something you are doing to them. It is something that you are doing for them. Sometimes it may feel a little uncomfortable. Coaching those hosts that are closest to, like our friends and family, those are the tough ones. To make it more comfortable, ask them for permission to practice your host coaching on them using some of the scripts provided in the training course. I'm going to tell you that practice word is huge. You can use it a lot, especially that you're just getting started. Okay. All right. Let your host know why you are excited about their party. So you want to encourage them along the way. That's great. Look at you, you've already started adding people to the show. You have some great friends. Find out what they're most excited about. This is, you're working for them. You're partnering, but you want to make sure that you both, that her goals are met as well. Ask them what's on their wish list. That's huge. And have the host welcome guests into the party. Message them with daily tasks to post in the party. So there's lots of host coaching outlines out there, and keeping your host engaged by giving her something to post every single day. All she's got to do is copy and paste. So everybody get that, right?
Yep.
And there is a host coaching tool, right? It's right in where you're creating your party. It's on your overview page right there. So it tells you what you need to do to host coach. Does everybody have parties set up or is familiar with the virtual parties? So I know Kimmy, yeah, Kimmy's a yes. Polly, how about you?
Sorry, I had to unmute. No, I haven't yet. I think I did one way back when. Again, it was like 10, 15 years ago when I was doing it. So I'll get familiar with it.
Okay.
Over the several days.
All right.
Perfect. That's what I'm really interested in doing. So.
Yeah, perfect. And what about Cecilia? What about you? Do you have a party going or you're getting started?
I have not even gone into the dash yet,
Okay,
but I'm hoping to do that maybe tomorrow. And
Okay.
then figure it out from there.
okay, perfect.
But
All
I'm hoping to do something on Facebook at first, just have like a virtual thing. for
Yeah, a
myself.
virtual launch party.
Right.
So I am sure that Denise will help you with it. That's Tina's upline is Denise. I'm telling you, you are in good hands, girl. She will
Okay.
help you out there for sure. I can promise you.
Thank you.
And if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me. And
Okay.
Leslie, what about you?
I have 2 set up so far. I haven't gone into the dash yet, but I kind of reached out to people I knew who would do it.
Okay. And Anna Trifetti. Okay, so you know what? We can talk and you can reach out to me and we'll help you out there. Olga, what about you?
My mom is gonna do a party and my friend Laura is gonna do a party, so I'm gonna be doing them online, but I'm still in my first party, my virtual launch right now, so.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Who was you're Louise's. So,
Yes.
Lord, you're going to be in great hands. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
All right.
awesome.
Yeah, she's the best.
Wow.
She is.
Her
Yeah.
launch party did really good. She's already at 1240 in sales or something.
What? Oh my word, girl.
I
Great.
need that blender.
Yes, that blender. Get it.
Sure do. Go get it. Oh my goodness, you are there. You're going to love it. Okay, and then there's Lori.
Yep. So I have 2 confirmed parties online, just Facebook parties.
Okay.
Something that I know that was somewhat new when I was selling. Well, I don't know how new it was, but those automatic posts such as the SendShare and stuff. So, and whatever else kind of software that's out there, to where if I'm hosting multiple parties, it's kind of doing it for me, but I'm still having to go in and manage things where I'm not having to manually posting
Okay.
things. And I know that there's Facebook options or features that allow you to set certain times, but I don't want to have to do a whole bunch of manual stuff. So I need to, well, I'm calling it digital organize. I need a digital organize so that I can have that 6 to 8 parties a week virtually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
SendShare, or the other one is Post My Party,
Post my party. Okay.
or I just use Facebook Scheduler.
Okay. And on the scheduler, do you save all your images like in an album somewhere so that you can just upload them, or how do you do that?
They're saved in my computer. I work
your-
on my computer. I don't work on my phone, so they're
Okay.
on my computer.
Okay, that makes sense.
God
Thank
bless
you.
those people that can work off of their phone. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I need a
it's
mixture
so
of things.
little.
It's so
If I'm
little.
not-
I agree. I can't do it
Yes,
all on
yeah.
there. I can respond to people on my phone,
Yeah.
but I can't like set up a party on my phone.
Right.
There you go.
Yep. Thank you.
Sure. Lori, what is your last name?
Dunn. DUNN.
Okay. I know.
And I believe Miriam. Does that sound familiar? She
Yeah.
was like Stacy's
yeah, totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right,
Yep.
good. Okay. I know exactly who your director is. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Louise?
Okay, so building relationships with customers in a virtual party. If people like you, they will listen to you, but if they trust you, they'll do business with you. That's a quote by Zig Ziglar. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. So obviously you want to be likable and you want to be personable, right? But you also want to be trustworthy and good on your word. So if somebody asks you something and you say to them, you know what, that's a great question. I don't know. Let me go find out. Well, then you better go find out and then come back and let them know. Or if somebody, says, I have this something or other, how long's the warranty or whatever. Just make sure that whatever you say you're going to do, you're going to do.
Amen.
Amen to that.
It just doesn't go. Okay.
Okay, so overcoming objections. All right, you guys, what do you feel like when you hear the word no?
Discouraged.
Discouraged, good one. Anything else? Kind of sad, kind of like, yeah. Nobody likes to hear the word no, right? Well, you're gonna have to get a thicker skin because you're gonna hear a lot of no's, but don't worry, that's okay. We're gonna talk about how to overcome those objections. So when somebody says no or no thank you. You don't say, okay, and walk off. So Patty, next screen.
Yeah. Why don't you just go there?
Okay, so we need to be problem solvers. That is our mission. When we get an objection, do we give up and say, okay, or do we try to walk through those objections? We often hear things like, I don't have any friends, I don't have any time, or nobody is working right now, or nobody wants to host a party. What do we say when that happens? We have to be problem solvers and solution givers. We always respond with empathy first and then offer a solution. And like next screen, Patty. And like I always say is like, really, you have no friends? Like, really? Like, whatever. I don't believe you. Anyway, so there's the FFF formula, the feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but what I found was, so for an example, no one is working right now. Wow, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way too, but what I found is that many of our friends are working from home, cooking more at home now than ever before, and are looking for a fun distraction that can benefit their family. Let's give it a try and see what happens. Sounds good? Let's set it up. What date works best for you? February 7th or 14th? I think I've said that a few times. Right.
You're crazy.
Okay. So basically you just, somebody says, oh, no one's working right now. And you go, oh yeah, I know. Like that is something you do not want to say.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. So you want to do what I just said there. Okay. Next one, Patty.
She's so smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another common objection is I don't have enough time to host. I know that we are all really busy these days, but it makes it that much better when we take the time to get together with our friends. It is so much fun and it takes a lot less time than you may think. All you need is about 5 or 10 minutes a day, nothing to lose. Let's give it a try. I do all of the work. You just have to comment a few times. You think that'll work for you? You know, something like that. So again, you're not just saying, oh, I understand you don't have enough time. You know what I mean? Everybody is busy, right? And honestly, when they say, I don't have enough time, they don't actually really know like what it is to do a virtual. We're just talking virtual here. We're not talking about cooking parties or anything. We're just talking virtual. They don't know what it is, like how much time it takes. They don't know. They're just assuming it's going to take a lot of time. So you just say it's not going to take as much time as you think. You just need to be able to comment every now and then is what I say. You just need to be able to comment on my posts from time to time throughout the day. All right. Next. All right. I don't know anyone. I don't have any friends. That one always makes me laugh. I understand that it is hard to know who to invite. Fortunately, there are tons of people who love Pampered Chef. I can help you brainstorm a list. What if we work together to get it started? So that's a great way. And then what if they say, I don't want anyone to feel pressure to buy? I completely understand. We offer a lot of great products that are under $50, but don't worry, there is absolutely no pressure to buy anything. My goal is to provide great time-saving mealtime tips and products that for your friends and make it a fun event for everyone. So you just want to give them a solution. You can also say, you know, I'm featuring easy weeknight meals. Your friends will love it. I'm sure they, if they're busy, I'm sure they would love to have some easy weeknight meals. So, you know, you make these things work for what will work, what comes naturally for you, what you were going to say. The object of this whole thing is to be the problem solver, to come up with an idea, to turn their no into a yes, or even a maybe later. You know, some people do have, you know, maybe they have a lot of things on their plate right now and they just can't juggle one more thing. You know, then the best thing for them is I just say something like, if now honestly it's not going to work for you, you know, would any time between now and 6 months from now work for you? Because it would really help your host out if I put you down as a booking, if you can host a party anytime within 6 months. And people usually will say, oh yeah, I can do it like the other day, somebody said, oh yeah, I'm thinking of April. And I'm thinking, okay, then why did you tell me no? Like April is just down, like, you know what I mean? So then I put them down as a booking. So a lot of people think that they want, you know, when you ask them that they want, you want them to start right away. You know what I mean? But we're happy to get a booking for next month or the next month, right? I mean, we're happy to get them because that way you don't have to be looking for them in April if they're already going to do one for you in April.
So you can you can post date like parties in Dash, like you can schedule them out, or do you have to do them like?
Yeah, not in Dash, in Consultants Corner.
I mean, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Underneath their party, you put them down as a booking. And then, yeah, I put them down as a booking because then your host is going to get credit for that.
Okay.
If they don't know the specific date. So like, for instance, the lady that said, yes, I'll do one in April. So I looked at my calendar, and since I start them on a Sunday, I just picked a random Sunday in April and then made a note, because I use a spreadsheet. I made a note on my spreadsheet to contact them at the end of March to set their date for April.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So you want to put them down as a booking so that the host will get the extra host rewards, the benefit. All right. And there's lots more of this information all on Dash. All right, Patty, do you want to do this part?
Okay.
Dash.
Yeah, Dash, which obviously that's another great learning tool for you. I'm going to tell you, get really familiar with it. What did they say? Use Dash to, there was a rhyme. I forgot what it was. Okay. Anyway, start with a welcome and getting started. So there's two. What's that? Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyway, start with a welcome. There's a welcome section, and then there's a getting started section. And you're going to learn about all about goals that we talked about here earlier, learn about rewards, discover your why, start planning your first party, and so much more. There's also a Teach Me webinar. And if you go to the STIR and you just type in Teach Me webinar, those webinars will come up. So they're 101 and 201. So definitely those are the first things that you want to get started with. I'll tell you, the Dash training is probably the easiest training ever that you will have to learn. I mean, if you were going to be a cashier in a store, you're going to have a learning process. So this is kind of the same thing. You're going to have to learn a little bit about what this is all about. So that training is quick. I don't think anything is more than 5 minutes, Louise, if there's a
Very
video.
fast.
Otherwise, yeah, very fast. It goes by really fast. So I know they actually said if you went through every single one of the Dash trainings, which you can only, some of the Dash trainings won't open up until you do some of the other Dash trainings, but they said it would take like 9 hours, but that's for all the levels. So that's kind of crazy. So just, for what you're going to do, you can probably get all those done within an hour. Wouldn't you say that, Louise?
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah, they're
and like
very
Patty
fast.
said, the more you do, then the more that opens up for you to do. So
That's
right
right.
now you're like, it's not much on there, but it'll expand and you'll get more and more and more.
Exactly. So an additional training. So we have 2 things that you can go see or go to. It's called, it's on the web, and it's pcteamtraining.com. Oh no, that's not on here. We're going to skip that one just for now. Virtual PC team training on Facebook. So if you just go ahead and you go to the search on Facebook and you type in Team Training, and it's a virtual learning group that will help you get your virtual parties up. They give you some sample posts that you can use. There's a whole ton of things there. Go to the announcements first. The announcements will tell you how to use the group. It'll give you a walkthrough of what is available to you. Lots of great things, lots of how-to videos. So you're going to think it's great. Of course, Dash. And then we already talked about the virtual training 101 and 102. So here's your action plan. We always want to leave you with a call to action here. And this is what you want to do. And we talked about the why. So envision your why and create your goal. I love Louise talked about it. And that is creating some type of vision board. And if you look behind me, like right there where I'm pointing, there's my little vision board there, back there. So always keeping it in front of you. Make your launch list huge, because there you go.
You see it?
I can. Yeah. But it's so important, keep it front and center. And honestly, the more things like little post-it notes, like, 5 contacts a day, creating those little habits for yourself, they're just going to become things like, oh my gosh, I brush my teeth every single day. I'm going to go make 5 contacts today. Think of it like that. So you're going to make your launch list. It's really good so that when you actually work, you have that list already made up. So you can do that in your downtime. Honestly, anytime you ever think of somebody. So if I don't have my notebook with me, I open my phone to notes and I have a leads note in there. And I just go ahead and I type in that lead. I'm like, oh, I forgot about her. And then pick your party dates. So depending on when you're starting, if you're starting on yours on, setting up the group on Friday, starting your shows on Monday, whatever it is that you're doing, put on Friday that you're gonna, put 4 little lines there and make sure that you have those. It'll show, it's a visual of it, shows you like, oh my gosh, I only have 1 person. I need to go get 3 more shows because I need to have 4 shows a week. It's a great visual. So contact your friends, family, acquaintances to offer a party. There you go. There's little Miss Louise. Yeah, go girl. And use the word practice. Tell your friends and family, say, you know what, I am so excited. And you don't want to say, I'm thinking about doing it, or I'm starting to do this. Would you have a show for me? You say, you would just, with every little being within you, you want to have that excitement around you that says, I am so excited. I'm getting started with the Pampered Chef. I thought of you right away. And I would love to practice. Would you mind? I know how much you love to cook. I know how much you love to entertain. I know how much you struggle to get dinner on the table. I know how much you can't never figure out what snacks to do. I know, whatever it is that whatever it is that you see in them, but ask them that you would like to practice them with them. There is a Stephanie Richardson video on 5 contacts a day. If you, I don't know, we have to direct them to that. It is on the PC Team training site. But if you need that Stephanie Richardson, those contacts, please let us know. Track your contacts. That is huge. So you're not just going to write in, say, you have Holly Host and I don't know, Sammy Smart Friend or whatever. I don't even know how I'm getting these names. Anyway, you're going to write maybe the date that you contacted them and did you text message them? Did you Facebook message them? Did you email them? Whatever it is. Okay. Dash training. How many points can you have by next Tuesday? We're in this together. So get your points up and running there so we can say woohoo. And check in with your director recruiter. So most of you have someone that has recruited you, like Laura, you have Miriam, or you actually have Stacy Jones or whatever. And Polly, you and I can, and I know you're going to talk to Martha. I'm here to help you. Leslie, same thing. So please let me know. And then next week, you'll see us same bat time, same bat channel for some additional training. And
Call number 2.
Yep. So here we go. Let now be the start of more income, more flexibility, and life on your terms. And this is the other one that always, always, always surround yourself with people who get happy when something amazing happens to you. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 2 great quotes. I love them. If you didn't notice already, I put in the dash. I actually put in there, it's a link that will give you an Evernote note to the launch list, because for whatever reason, I don't know, Louise, if you tried looking for it, I could not find it.
I have not tried tonight, no.
Yeah, I did. I looked in the resources and I
Where did you put it in the?
I put it in the chat and I have it in an Evernote. So I know my trusty Evernote will get me through, and you can download it from there. But
I just use this.
I don't know for what
notebook.
What's that?
I use a spiral notebook to keep up with my contacts.
Okay.
It's easier, I think.
I clicked on it and now I lost you guys, so I don't know how to get back to you.
Uh-oh.
We see you.
We see you. So it's probably just covered. by the web, like, by your browser. So if
Maybe
you
so.
minimize
Down at the
it or
bottom.
move it over, you can see us.
This is posted attendee Zoom, so I don't know. Anyway, that's fine.
If you go down to the bottom of
Oh,
your
there it is.
screen,
Okay, got
maybe.
it.
Oh.
There you go. Way to go. Way
I'm
go,
new to
way
this
go.
Zoom, so
Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah.
This is question
We got
answer
so many
time.
Questions? What we got there?
no questions. This was great, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Really
very
appreciate it.
welcome, Holly.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. And if you guys need us, you can reach out to us. I noticed that I did get a couple friend requests. So yeah, now you know how to get in touch with me.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have been great. Do you have anything else, Louise?
Nope. Can't think of
No? Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop this recording then, just in